So, we have looked at two types of exceptions till now, the arithmetic exception and the array index out of bounds exception. Now there is one more exception that is very common while developing Android applications, and that is the null pointer exception or NPE. They are popularly known as billion-dollar mistakes. Well, that's because the null pointer exceptions are the most commonly occurring bugs in programs, and the time spent in resolving them is worth billions of dollars. So first let's ask the question, what is a null pointer exception? Well, a null pointer exception occurs when the compiler expects a value for a variable, but instead gets null. That is, it does not get any value. Now you must be wondering that we haven't encountered such an exception till now. So where and when does it exactly occur? Okay, so let's say you are making an Android app and you fetch some data from the internet to be stored in a variable. Now let's say the internet connection got weak or some other problem occurred and your program did not get that value. In this case, the variable will have the value null. Now let's say as the next step, you were going to print this value for the user. And since you did not receive any value, the print statement will not print anything, and this will be because of a null pointer exception. Now let's see how we can define a null variable. So, we can define a null variable like this, but it won't help since it has no data type and we cannot use it to store any values. Now, let's see how we can define a null variable which has some data type and which will be used to take some input from the user. So here, we are declaring this string variable called null value as null. Now if you see, the IDE has underlined this with red, telling us that there is a compilation error in this and that we cannot define a string as null. Now, to remove this error, we use the null safety operator, which is a question mark. We use this operator after the data type of the variable like this to declare any variable as null. If you see, we get the output as null. Now why do we use a null safety operator? Well, a null safety operator tells the compiler that a particular variable may have a null value at some point of time. It is used to declare variables when we are not sure if that variable will have a value or if it could be null. Till now, we have initialized most of the variables in our programs with an initial value. But when we move into Android development, this may not be the case. At a lot of times, we will have variables whose values will be unknown and they will have a tendency to be null. Therefore, to avoid a null pointer exception, we will declare these variables using the null safety operator. Now if we want to use functions like index of or length on such strings that are declared using the null safety operator, we will not use the dot operator, but we will use the functions like this. For this case, if we use the length function on this string which is null, the result will be null. Let's look at the result. Yes, the length is null for this string. Now let's see what happens when we do not use this operator but use only the dot operator for this function. As expected, we get an error. Now let's hover over this to see the error that the IDE is telling us. So, the error message says, only safe or non-null asserted calls are allowed on a nullable receiver of type string. This means that whenever we have a nullable receiver, that is, a variable whose values can be null, we can use only a safe call, which is this, or we can use a non-null asserted call. Now, let's use the non-null asserted call here and run this program. Well, we get a null pointer exception here. But why did that happen? Well, that's because a non-null asserted call forces the IDE to give an output that is not null, and therefore the program crashes. We will not deal with non-null asserted call operator, so if you don't understand much, that's okay. Therefore, we recommend that you use the safe call instead of the non-null asserted call whenever dealing with nullable variables. So what we have seen is that when we use the safe call on some variable which has a null value, we get the output as null. But what if we want to print something else for the user when the output is null? It could be a message, or we can set some default value instead of printing null. Let's see how we can do that. So, we use the Elvis operator for this. It allows us to set a default value when the output of a safe call is null. Let's go back to this program and learn how to use the Elvis operator. So here, after we use the function with the safe call, we put the Elvis operator and then in double quotes we give the message that we want to print. So how this works is that the statement tells the compiler that if the length of this string has some value, then print the length, else print this message. Let's look at the result. Okay, so till now we have seen null values in a single variable. But what if there are some null values in an array or a list? Let's say this array has 5 indices and it has null values at index 2 and 4. Now let's say we want to print this array for the users, but we do not want to print the null elements in this array. How can we do this? So we use the filter not null function for this. Let's declare an immutable list and an array list here, and then print these without the null values. This is how we can write the print statement for this. So we write the message that we want to print, then we use the string template to print the values of this array. Now since we want to remove the null values, we use this function along with the array name. Now let's look at the output. Yes, we only get the non-null values of the list and the array list. So that was all about handling errors and exceptions. Click next whenever you are ready.